This is Muhammad Zahid with Engineering Training Platform. From this training platform, you will able to learn step-by-step PLC and to get high score in interview and certification. Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about type of memory, matrix unit prefixes, CPU memory organization, codes and data types, decimal number, binary numbers, decimal number to binary conversion, octal numbers, and decimal to octal conversion, and hexadecimal numbers. For my previous videos, I already link in below description. Please subscribe and press the bell icon to get the further notification. Now we are going to discuss about type of memory. Modern PLC use modules that have solid state memory, and each type of memory size is specified in bytes. There are a variety of solid state memory types, but these are the most common types: random access memory, read-only memory, erasable programmable read-only memory, and electrical erasable programmable read-only memory. Now I will describe each type of memory. Let's start from random access memory. Random access memory is read-write memory and used for temporary storage, and it is volatile memory and data loss in case of power failure. ROM, read-only memory, store information by manufacturer and cannot be changed, and this type of memory are non-volatile, and data remain stored in case of power failure. EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory, is also non-volatile memory, can be read but not easily changed, and sometimes stored from work and updated whenever required. Now finally, electrical erasable programmable read-only memory. Flash memory is a type of electrical erasable programmable read-only memory and is non-volatile memory type and used for schematic memory card, and by this you can store and transfer the user program and associate data. Now we will discuss about metric unit prefixes. Each type of memory size is specified in bytes, and modern memory circuit can store a large number of bytes. The following metric unit prefixes are used to indicate memory size: kilo K, mega M, and giga G. See in the picture that I already described that the values of the byte, kilobyte, megabyte, and gigabyte respectively. 1 byte equal to 8 bits, and each bit represents 0 and 1. 0 means 0 logic, and sometimes we say 1 for logic 1, on and off. And kilobyte, megabyte, gigabytes, already approximately the range are given in the bytes. Now we will discuss about CPU memory organization. PLC CPU have a memory organization that define the available storage for different type of information. The following are memory types are typical for schematic S7 PLC: load memory, work memory, and retentive memory. In the load memory, when the user program downloaded in the CPU, it is stored in the load memory area. This area located in memory card, either in CPU, and it is non-volatile storage for the user program. And in the work memory, CPU copies element from load memory to work memory for program execution. This is volatile memory, data loss when power gone, but stored by CPU when power resumed. And data used by the user program is stored in data block in the program. However, CPU have global memory area that are accessible by the user program. These include input I and output Q, process image, tables and bit memory M. PLC connect with different kind of devices, and some of them use variable voltage and current values and digital signal either on or off, and it is represent binary value 0 or 1. Logic 0 indicating their device is off and logic 1 indicating their device is on. I already explained here in the picture with power supply, input channels and input status bit. The power is indicating for the one side of the push button. This push button is input device. The input channel status is 0, off, and input status bit logic 0, which is indicating inside the CPU. In the figure B, you will see when the push button will be pressed, the power will cross from the push button and it will go to the input channel, and the status will be changed for the input channel from 0 to 1 and it is on now, and they will send signal to input status bit which will be changed from logic 0 to logic 1, which is indicating here inside the CPU. Binary bits are also grouped in length, ranging from a byte to a double words to represent various type of information. Group of bits, sometimes called a bit string, and represent a numerical value in various number of systems, such as binary, decimal, octal, and hexadecimal. Bit string can represent many things. It must be assigned a data type so that PLC can properly interpret the information. You can see in the picture the 2 bytes of group equal to 1 word. Then the double word is equal to 4 group of bytes. In the picture, the right side, this is the least significant bit, and on your left, this is the most significant bits. Now we are going to discuss about the decimal number. The decimal number represent with base 10, and every position in a decimal number represent a 10 digit from 0 to 9. A numerical value of a position is determined by multiplying the position digit by the power of 10 for the position. The total numerical value for a decimal number is found by adding the numerical values for all the position, which I have given the example in the picture. The decimal number represent the 10 digits from which will starting from 0 to 9, and decimal number base of 10 and the position values power of 10. Now for this I haven't given examples for the 5 digits, which is starting from 8, 5, 6, 1, 2. On the right side, it always the least significant bit, and on your left side it always will be the most significant bit. Here you can see the base of 10. Here I already give an example. Then the least significant bit already starting from 0. Then base of 10 power of 0. Then we have to multiply the value, then you can find these values. Base 10 multiplied by 0, it always 1. 10 base multiplied by 1 power 1, it will be 10. and base 10 multiplied by 2, it will be 100 by this simultaneously. This is the least significant bit and this is the most significant bit. The most significant bit will be starting from left side. If we are going to find the numerical values, then we have to adding between all of these values. For example, number 1, 8. We have to multiply. First of all, we are going to multiply by these values. 8 multiplied by 10,000, and then we will adding, and then plus 5 multiplied by 1000, and simultaneously by this we have to go, and the finally you will find the value, this one, 85,612. Now we are going to discuss about the binary number. The binary number represent with base of 2 and use only two characters, 0 and 1. Each position called a bit and collection of 8 bits called a byte. When PLC does the calculation, it is not convert the binary number to decimal to make the calculation. Therefore, it is useful to understand how to convert the binary number into decimal number. The example is given in the picture. You see the table for the binary number which I explained. The two characters 0 and 1. 0 is logic 0 and 1 is logic 1. Logic 0 means off condition and logic 1 means on condition. And here we are using the base of 2 and the position values power of 2. Here I give the example for the binary numbers. On the right side, this is the least significant bit, and on your left side, this is the most significant bit. The least significant bit with starting the power of 0 with base 2, and 1 base 2, 2 base 2, 3 base 2, and accordingly it goes. This 2 what we are using, this is the base, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is the 8 digits which started from 0. And here the number is the least significant bit and this is the most significant bit. After that we find the values after multiplying the base with power. After that we got the value. This is step number 1. In the step number 2, we will find the value of the decimal by adding the numerical values for all the positions. You can see whenever you are going to calculating, it will be starting from the most significant bit. This is the most significant bit, 1 multiplied by 128 and 0 multiplied by 64. By that accordingly we have to apply all the values, and the final we got the result. Then this binary number is equal to decimal value of 153. Now I will show you how to convert the decimal number into binary number. The process of converting decimal number into a binary number is easy to by repeatedly dividing the decimal number by 2 and placing the remainder in the appropriate position in the binary number. You can see in the example decimal to binary conversion, the decimal value is 206. Now 206, we are going to divide the decimal number by 2 and placing the remainder on this place. 2 multiplied by 103, the result will be 206. It means no remainder. No remainder means 0. And here on the second step, we will go for 251 by 103 is coming from here, which is the values will come here. We have to put on the second step. Then 251 is equal to 102 and the remainder is 1. We have to put remainder here for the binaries value, and the same 2 multiplied by 225, the result will be 50. The remainder will be 1. 2 by 12, it will be 24. The result will be 1. And 2 multiplied by 6, it will be 12, and the remainder will be 0. and 2 multiplied by 3, the result will be 6, the remainder will be 0. And here 2 multiplied by 1, it will be 2, the remainder is 1, it will come here. And then after that 2 multiplied by 0, and then the result will be 1. Here you can see we can start it from, this is the most significant bit and this is the least significant bit. I already explained earlier, the first we have to put the most significant bit digit. There's a most significant bit 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 0, and this is the result that the decimal 206 value is equal to binary value of 1100 11110. Now we are going to discuss about the octal numbers, and here I will give you an example how to convert the octal number into decimal values. The octal is another number system used with a PLC, and the octal number system has a base of 8 and the use character from 0 to 7. Each position is associated with the power of 8 based on where it is in the number. The further to the left a position is, the higher the power of 8. The same, it is more significant bit. The process of converting an octal number to an equal decimal value is as simple as adding the equivalent decimal value for each position in the octal number. And here I already explained in the picture, this is the table of the octal number, and this is, it should be remember whenever you are going to convert into another system. The octal number system with 8 characters, which will be starting from 0 to 7 with base of 8 and the position values power of 8. I will give you an example for the 4 characters of the octal number. The 6 is the most significant bit and 1 is the least significant bit. The octal number is 6341. Here the same, we will use the base of 8, and with the power, the least significant bit will be starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, and accordingly it will go. For the decimal values, now we are going to calculate the octal number converting into decimal values. The same which I show you the example, the most significant bit will be starting from 6, 6 multiplied by 512, and the 512 we get the result for this value 8 power 3, the result will come, and then after that all the values we are going to add to get the decimal value result. The final result for that is 3297. It means the octal number 6341 is equal to 3297. Now I will explain you how to convert the decimal number into the octal number. You can convert decimal to octal by repeatedly dividing the decimal number by 8 and placing the remainder in the appropriate position in the octal number. If you know the equivalent binary number for each of the local character 0 to 7, then you can easily convert an octal number of any length to the equivalent binary number. Octal value come with the relationship of binary. PLC easily use binary numbers, and sometimes it is convenient to human to see equivalent binary values in octal. Here is an example. The decimal value is 281. We are going to divide with the octal values, which are base of 8. When we are going to divide the values, the decimal value with the 8, it will be the 35, and the remainder will be 1, and the same accordingly we will go through by this. The final result that the equivalent octal value 431 is equal to decimal value. And also here is important because the octal value from 0 to 7. 0 to 7 if we know the octal values with the binary conversion, then it is very easy to understand and easy to convert from octal to binary number. You can see here in the example 67352 to convert into the binary equivalent. The 6 you can see the number 110, and the 7 you can see 111, and 3 you can see 011, 5 101, and 2010. By this we can convert the values from octal to binary. Now we will discuss about the hexadecimal number, and also here we will learn about how to convert the hexadecimal number into the binary number and from hexadecimal to decimal values. The hexadecimal number system has a base of 16, and 16 values must be represented for each position in a hexadecimal number. Each position in a hexadecimal number is associated with a power of 16. You can convert a hexadecimal number to an equal decimal value by adding the equivalent and decimal value for each position in the hexadecimal number. Here you can see the table for the hexadecimal number with the 16 characters, and the characters will starting from 0 to 16, and which will be starting from 0 to 9. This is the number, and then after that 10 it will be converted into A. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The total number is 0 to 15, but from 10 it should be remembered then 10 is equal to A, 11 is equal to B, and by this accordingly we have to use that one. And base for the hexadecimal is 16, and the position values power of base is 16. Now here I will give you an examples for the 4 characters of the hexadecimal number. The same, if we have the hexadecimal number is B4C5, the B is the most significant bit and 5 is the least significant bit, and here 16, this is the base of the hexadecimal number, and this is the power which is starting from 0. The same, any number which we are going to multiply by 0, the result will be 1, and this is the result for all the values when we are going to divide, multiply by 16 as 16 by 3, 16 by 2, 16 by 1, 16 by 0, and we will find the result. Now after finally we are going to convert the decimal values into the hexadecimal number. Now the decimal value, now we are going to find the decimal values by this. The decimal value 11, B is equal to 11 multiply by B. Here I already explained you, A is 10, B is 11. Here we will use 11 multiply by the values plus adding all the values respectively, and finally we got the result for the decimal value is 46,277. The final result is that B4C5 hexadecimal number is equal to 46,277 decimal values. If you know the equivalent binary number for each of the hexadecimal characters 0 through F, you can easily convert a hexadecimal number of any length of the equivalent binary number. Here we are giving you an example, that the hexadecimal example 5F3D. The 5 is equal to this binary number 0101, F is equal to 16, here 15, sorry, the F is equal to 1111, it will come here, and then 3, this is a 30011. By this you can convert the hexadecimal number into the binary number, and here you learn about the hexadecimal, how to convert the hexadecimal number into decimal number, and here we find the solution then how to convert the hexadecimal number into binary number. This is end of lecture. Please help to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.